some of the things that he's planning on doing and changing is, I think a big one is bringing back Vine. Twitter bought Vine. They acquired Vine back in the day, probably like 5-8 years ago. They bought Vine. And of course, in Twitter fashion, what Twitter does or had done in the past so much better than any other social media platform. Can you guess? That's right. Buying companies and then killing them off. Like just killing them. They were to buy these like really tech, kind of trendy companies in social media, such as Periscope, such as Vine. Some of these other companies, instead of building off of it and kind of, springboarding off of it, off of their technology and integrating it and finding synergy and different ways of utilizing the ideas and the technology that was designed in the applications that they bought, they would just kill them off for just no reason. They just would buy them just thinking that, oh, we can do it. Nope, didn't work. Oh, well, we'll just kill it off. They just didn't care. All they cared about is making political statements. That's what I truly believe. And this is not a, political type of conversation here. This is just a fact. There's no explanation for why they were doing what they were doing for so long. No explanation at all of just basically being a terrible social media platform. But ironically and amazingly, they were actually well known and well regarded in some ways, in that they were, in that celebrities would use it and people would be involved in it occasionally and they would have name recognition. Yeah, so Twitter actually owns Vine. So Vine is like kind of in the basement of Twitter, like literally in storage. I'm sure they still have the code. I'm sure they still have some of the ideas behind it. It's, gosh, this is so funny. I can't believe this is true. This is so funny, guys. You know why it's so funny? This is why. TikTok comes out and actually proves that Vine was and could have been very successful. Yes, maybe the Vines were a little too short. 6 seconds, was way too short for Vines. And it turns out that all Twitter had to do is just increase the amount that can be uploaded. Go from, 6 seconds to at least 60 seconds. That's all they had to do. And chances are, Vine would have done pretty well. But Twitter, they just killed it off. They're like, I don't know. I have no idea to this day why they killed off Vine, other than just, we don't feel like working with it. We don't feel like doing it. They just killed it off. Elon now wants to bring back Vine to compete with TikTok. And you know what? It makes perfect sense. Why not? Why the heck not bring back Vine? Because it's basically TikTok. Basically. Twitter, before Elon, they just killed it off. They were like, we don't feel like working with this. Oh, people really don't want to see 6 seconds. 6 seconds too short. Oh, well. So we'll just cancel Vine. Cancel it. And it makes sense. You know why? Twitter just had canceled everything. They were just known to cancel everything. And I think the pendulum, of course, is swinging back to a situation where people just don't want to be canceled anymore. People just hate it. People just feel like, I don't always say the most perfect thing. You know why? Because I'm not God. I'm not thinking of every perfect way to say it that I'm not going to possibly offend anyone or anything in the history of the world. That's just impossible. How are you going to ever live your life if all you're doing is afraid you're going to offend somebody? Of course, I'm not talking about hate speech. That's different. But just like, oh, well, you just didn't say this in the right way. You offended somebody. Someone didn't feel good because of what you typed. Twitter can easily compete with TikTok if they were to bring back Vine. TikTok is out there. It's a Chinese company. So it's like, hey, why don't you just go and just basically copy them, and take the best of them and incorporate some of the best of our ideas. And there you go. You have a really cool platform. And I think a lot of people would get on board with that.